What's going on, Saints fans? It is another Sunday. It's another NFL Sunday. The New Orleans Saints are going to be playing at 12 o'clock noon today because they have to go ahead and play against the Carolina Panthers today. We're on the road, and yes, the Saints are a 1-8 football team, but hey, it's all right. We're not worried about really too much about wins and losses today. We're just this is another great opportunity to take a look at this football team and see who are the good apples are in this football team and who are the bad apples. Who can Kellen Moore keep on this roster, and who can Kellen Moore go ahead and move on from on this roster, so we can start moving forward for next year and really start building in our future and really start getting ready to transition to some wins for the future, man. I we did lose Rashid Shaheed and we did lose Trevor Penning. If you did not know, last Tuesday was the NFL trade deadline. So the team will be is already starting to look a little different this year. The Saints uh, traded Rashid Shaheed for a fourth and fifth round pick for next year's draft, which is I think is a good trade right there. Seattle is going to get a really good target, a guy that's going to make an immediate impact today, actually, because they are actually going through a lot of injuries over there, Seattle. So this couldn't have come at a better time for them to get Rashid Shaheed. But the New Orleans Saints getting a fourth and fifth round pick that we can definitely use. We need picks more than ever in this draft. And then Trevor Penning. Trevor Penning, he goes on to the Chargers. We actually get something for Trevor Penning, which is really good. And Trevor Penning, all I can say for Trevor is that hopefully, good luck to him, and hopefully he does well in the rest of his NFL career. He's going to have a big responsibility of protecting Justin Herbert, and that's not an easy task to do over there in Los Angeles. But we got Ever 504, my co-host, my dad, right there. He just made it in here in the chat. We also got the link in the chat. Of course, as always, y'all want to come on in. Y'all click that link. Come on and join in with us this morning. Huey was able to go ahead and drop one in today. I don't know if he's still watching, but he said, "Let's go, fellas." And then we got, of course, Jerry G in the house. He said, "My
Jerry,
fellas."
Jerry.
Of course. But Dad, real quickly before we get into anything, I want to name these Saints inactives today. Hugo Amadi, of course, a Saints inactive. He's been seen like inactive all season long. Rajon Wright inactive. Talisi Fuaga, he recently got injured in that Rams game. He's out for today. Jack Stoll inactive, John Ridgway inactive, and Christian Boyd inactive. So not really losing nobody but Talisi Fuaga.
Yeah,
So this offensive line is going to be entirely different today.
yeah. The trip part about it. Could you hear me clear?
Yeah,
Okay. The trip part about it is Christian Boyd. It's heartbreaking not to see him play because he was turning on I mean he was turning on as a player, man. He was really. I really thought that Christian Boyd would have had a good season with the Saints. We'll see him for the future. I don't know if he's going to play this year. They say it's because of that broken hand. So I don't know if we're
yeah,
gonna see him. But as far as the trade, Chris Olave, I mean not Chris Olave, Rashid, need for speed. Rashid is gone. And I'm gonna miss Rashid. I'm not gonna lie to you. He was always a good player. In a great off the field kid, young man, brought a lot of swag to the Saints wide receiver corps.
hmm
But I think it's going to open up for people like Belay. Okay, Belay couldn't get on. Belay could not get on the field because of the people that was ahead of him, and you giving up two draft picks for him, and he's not even getting any snaps. It's just diabolical. Okay,
yeah,
and You're talking about a 6'5" wide receiver that can be very dangerous in this game in the red zone, and he can be somebody that's really can help Tyler Shook. And so I'm and as far as I'm not look, good riddance to Trevor Penning. Trevor Penning is another bus. It reminds me so much about Andreas Pete. It's just at
Yeah,
least Andrew Pete went to the Pro Bowl.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I mean, Trevor Penning just, I mean, we gave up with EJ. We traded up to get this guy.
yeah. It's
This,
another
this
wasted first round pick. It's another
oh my
wasted
God.
first round
And,
pick.
and all we and I'm look, we got a 6th round draft pick out of the deal. At least we got something because basically his contract year was up and we wasn't gonna get anything for, this is a 1st round draft pick and we got a 6th round. We just wanted to get rid of him. Get
Yeah,
him?
yeah. And I agree with everything you said there. Like I said, that making that move for Trevor Penning, that's a really good move to make. Not many teams wanted a Trevor Penning. And you can see the Los Angeles
They
Chargers,
were
they were
desperate. They
very,
were desperate.
very desperate. Yes, they lost their lineman this season, so they
Oh,
needed
they
some.
lost Joe Ark,
Yes,
whatever his name, and and they lost their left guard. They lost their
yes,
left guard, and they are Justin Herbert offensive line is in shambles, and
yeah,
they pretty much had to make a deal to get somebody just to throw a
yeah.
body in a way. But don't be surprised, Justin Herbert don't last the season because of this.
uh,
He, I mean, because just ask our quarterbacks. Our quarterbacks been getting destroyed.
yeah,
So and I like the fact that we are letting the guy that we picked up from Tennessee start, you know what I'm saying? Because the Saints last time they had 100 yards rushing when he was starting. Ratings. Last time he started, the
yeah.
Saints had 100
Yeah,
yards rushing.
redoing. Yeah,
Ratings.
yeah.
So
So it's gonna be interesting today. Because also, I saw Kellen Moore's comments about these trades, and he was kind of talking about like what you said that Vele being able to this opens up a lot for him. We all been asking, why is Vele not getting, the targets, the reps that that he needs to get, because we traded for him in the beginning of the
and he's
season.
27 years old. And he's
R-
27.
Right. So we need him. Well, we need to see him play. So trading Rashid Shaheed, that definitely opens the door for him. And we'll see what he looks like. Today with a lot of targets today. And then um also as well, like
Well,
we said,
EJ, Rashid Shaheed was actually people are crushed like myself. But business wise, that was a great move by the New Orleans Saints.
yeah,
You have a guy that was undrafted. And for them to get 2 draft picks for a guy that was undrafted and he's 27 years old like
yeah,
Belay, you get him, you wasn't gonna be able to sign him next year. You can't sign 2 guys like Olave under the contract, give him a big contract, and give him one. So you had to let one of them go.
yeah.
And the Saints are in rebuild mode, and we're probably going to draft another wide receiver. So it just opens up the door for a lot of future. You got to remember Pork. What is his name? Pork for that
Jalen
we got
Polk
no,
from the
yeah, Pork.
Patriots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that he's a former 2nd round draft pick, and you got
Jalen, yeah, Jalen Polk is somebody that's gonna that the Saints are really looking
I
at for
think a
next
steal.
year.
I think a steal, and then another
Um,
guy,
Trey Palmer, he's been
Trey
on
Palmer.
injury reserve. That's gonna be another one
It's going to
that
be another speedy wide receiver that
also Mason Tipton gets some reps now.
and
He gets some reps.
Mason gets an opportunity.
Yeah,
Okay.
he actually gets some reps now. So we're gonna see
And
a
Brandon
lot.
Cook. Brandon Cook. Let's
Yeah, and
not
Brandon, even
you know,
though we don't know how long Brandon's gonna be on this roster.
this
Um,
is huge. This
But
is
but
huge.
but for the rest of this season, of course, we'll see if he's capable for next season and everything like that. So yeah, this opens the door for a lot of folks that we've been
Yeah, because
like,
they were forced. I believe Spencer Rattler was force feeding Chris Olave and Shaheed because them being veterans and that pressure to get them the ball and stuff like
Right.
that. Tyler Shuck just noticed that he spreads the ball around to all kinds of different receivers. You're watching him, and he's letting all kinds of different people eat. Okay, so I think Tyler is going to spread the ball a little bit more.
Well, we're definitely going to see today. He has no choice. The more people we lose, or the more people we get. Now it's going to be up to him now to really see what kind of skill set he has now. I
Yeah,
know
but
it.
he can't play from behind. You can't. You
Yeah,
see, I think last week, and I'm not making excuses for this for Tyler Shuck, but he didn't have no reps. He didn't have
yeah,
any possessions. They lost the possession. They dominated us in time of possession.
hmm,
We didn't see the ball. Basically, almost half of the first half, we didn't see the ball.
yeah,
So you literally putting a quarterback out there who's trying to get developed. He's not able to get out there, and he's playing from behind, and they don't get the ball, and it just now I want to see the Saints, because if I evaluated Carolina, and what I noticed with Carolina Panthers, the Panthers are just a running team. Okay, if you can stop the run, which this running back capable, he rushed for 200 yards and 185 yard running game. He's that Dotto guy is the key. If we able to stop him and force Young into passing, because they're not good at passing. Carolina
yeah,
is not good at passing.
yeah,
So if we can force them to run the ball, I think this is a winnable game for the Saints. And I'm not just saying this because I think the Saints went through the gauntlet. You know that gauntlet, EJ, when we played the Buffalo Bills, we played Seattle Seahawks, we played New England Patriots. We played a gauntlet. Okay. So that was them games. I can literally say that we're from this point on. I'm not saying it's an easy schedule, but it's a winnable schedule.
yeah. It was. It's a very winnable game today.
Yeah, I mean, you played the 49ers, you played the NFC West, the whole NFC West, Arizona, all of them good.
Yeah.
And
You
most of them teams you play going to the playoffs. Most of them teams you play.
Yeah. Looking at the Saints right now, and I'm still gonna, lay this emphasis on everyone because, the Saints are not making the playoffs this year.
No,
So when you look at these games, Saints fans, you don't want to sit there and like really look at the result so much in these games. Like what you're trying to do is like I started this podcast with, is good
see if we
apples.
got a quarterback. See if we have a quarterback.
Not just that, good everywhere, because it's not just we're not just evaluating Tyler Show. We got to evaluate this entire roster, and like who are the good apples left in this roster, and who's the bad apples left on this roster, and then like from there, then Kellen Moore can make some moves, and then he can go ahead and move forward and make some additions in the draft. This man with strawberries in the.
He's strawberry. He's a watermelon. Watermelon. Ooh.
I mean, watermelons. I'm tripping, but yeah, that's got more fruits in the background. But yeah, but like, yeah, like that's the main thing about this. Like, that's what I'm watching. I'm not trying to watch, everybody critique just because the Saints lost and stuff like that, and everybody get overreacted and everything. We know where the Saints stand right now. I mean, it's at this point. When right now, when you're as a Saints fan, you're watching these games. What you're looking at is individually some of these rookies you want to look at, and then you want to look at, of course, Tyler Shuck as quarterback, and you want to look at some of these players that are on the bubble on this roster, some of these guys that that may not be here next year.
Running backs.
Who are the
I want
guys
to see. I
flashing?
want to see the running game, EJ. I want to see the running. I want to see us finally get a running game to get the pressure off of our quarterback.
Yeah, they have to start these games faster, and a great way to do that is to run the damn football. We've been asking them to do that all season long. Maybe today's the day that they start doing that. Who
Oh
knows?
man, Carolina Kitty Cats are bad against the run. They're
Yeah,
bad against the run. They run defense is one of the worst in the NFL. You might see Alvin have his first 100-yard game today.
We'll see. We'll see. Well, the thing is about that too is that Kellen hasn't been giving the running backs the ball either.
Well, they've
So
been playing from behind. They've
yeah,
been playing from behind, so all you've been forced to do is pass.
yeah,
So when you're playing from behind, you literally can't ask the team to start running when you down 17-3. You down 20 something to 3. So then you're gonna have to not let the game get out of hand. You're forced to pass. Shout
yeah.
out to the great Bryans.
Yeah, good to see you, Brian's in the chat. Yeah, it's the Saints have got to like keep themselves, especially offensively, to like really find a way to score a touchdown on their first possession, like
Absolutely.
and start fast. Like if they find themselves behind in this game, it's gonna get ugly, like we've seen all season long. And the key here is just stop Carolina's run game. If they can stop Carolina's run game, they'll be fine in this football game. Rico Dowdle is going to be the biggest guy to watch in that running back room. I'm not scared of Bryce Young at all. Like you said, their passing game is just not the
Horrible.
prettiest in the world. But like I said, the Carolina has improved this year. They're looking a lot better than what they have the past couple of years.
I mean,
So this ain't no cakewalk either.
Carolina is the example on patience. They are 5-4, right?
Yeah,
And they are the example of being patient with your franchise because Carolina was us last year. Carolina was in the predicament that we are in last year. Now,
yeah,
pretty much running around, young football team, a new young head coach. The head coach is young, first time head coach. He was coaching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So it reminds me of Kellen Moore, very young coach. And this is why you can't run out your first time head coach
yeah,
because he'll gradually start getting better as a play caller and as a learning and as he get his players because he can only go as far as what the people don't realize he's basically playing with Dennis Allen's team. Once he get off for all of them players, we're gonna start seeing his stamp on the
yeah.
team with his players.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of pressure on Kellen Moore this season, yeah, I agree to the fact to some fans, a lot of Saints fans are challenging him to play call better. I agree with that. I want Kellen Moore to start calling plays a lot better than what he has. But as far as this roster and this team, this is not his fault at all. He's inherited a roster that's not completely blown up yet. Um, and he's trying to figure out. Like I said, this is his first season. He's trying to figure out what can he keep and when can he not keep.
But
You
that
have
was the agreement, EJ, between Mickey Loomis and him when he took the job.
yeah,
Was they knew that this was not going to be a winning team,
yeah,
and he knew that because what nobody wanted the Saints job. Nobody wanted the everybody turned down the Saints. It's ironic to me, EJ, that the guy that Aaron Glenn turns down the Saints and he's in the same predicament with the roster wise and actually had a better roster and he's doing terrible. He's to me, we got the better coach because the Saints have a worse roster than the Jets, and the Jets just trade off their best players. They
yeah,
traded off Sauce Gardner. They traded off their best D tackle. They
yeah,
traded off way more better talent. They had way better talent. And he
yeah,
could not, he has one win like the New Orleans Saints.
yeah,
So I think the Saints ended up with the right coach.
yeah. I got to answer this question real quick by Brian. Brian says, can somebody honestly answer what has Dennis Lauscher done to get elected in the Hall of Fame? I'm going to tell you the reason why he got elected to this Hall of Fame, Brian's. The only reason is because he was a part of the Saints winning a Super Bowl. And a lot of that's going to happen for Mickey Loomis when he retires and when his time is about to be up. Sean Payton, all Miss Gail, all everybody involved in the Saints Super Bowl, they're going to be in the Hall of Fame because of them going to that Super Bowl. That's
Well,
the only reason.
Dennis Lasher has done a lot behind the scenes.
Yeah,
A lot of people don't see him. They don't know him, and they don't know what he does. He's he's the guy. He's even bigger than Mickey Loomis.
yeah,
Okay, Dennis Lasher is exactly the right hand man of Mrs.
Miss
Doolittle.
Gail. Yeah,
He does everything. When I tell you everything, he's bringing us. He's a part of the Super Bowl committee,
yeah,
bringing Super Bowls to New Orleans.
yeah,
So it's bigger than just him being him being for us winning in the organization. They do things way big. They're bidding for Super Bowls and stuff like that.
yeah.
He's a part
I
of a lot of great things.
I can see where the anger is coming from because everybody they saw Fletcher Mackle. Fletcher Mackle ran into Dennis Lauscher over there at the event, and of course Fletcher asked him a direct question about the two organizations, the New Orleans Pelicans and the New Orleans Saints, and Dennis seemed like he kind of deflected on his answers. He didn't really want to
And
get
he's
too
trying to build a new arena.
yeah, he's in the midst of trying to build a new arena and all this and everything like that. But I mean, damn it, I mean, Saints fans, calm down. I don't. I mean, what do you want the man to say right now? I mean, I think obviously everybody knows the New Orleans Saints are not where they want to be right now. Like, I mean, gosh, dog it. I mean, like, if I was him, I'd probably do the same thing. I wouldn't be sitting there like, well, yeah, our organization right now is doesn't look good. We got a horrible record right now and everything. I mean, like, what do you
What
want
they
him to say in
what
that
do they want from Dennis Lasher? What do they want from him?
moment?
Because the
What they want is they want him to fire Dennis Allen. I mean, not Dennis Allen.
Mickey Loomis.
Mickey Loomis. That's what they want. That's what they want. That's honestly where it's all coming from.
Yeah, that's what they want. But I mean, people want ice water in the desert, right? So
Yeah,
I mean, it's certain things. And I said this before. That is fans was not talking bad about Mickey Loomis when Mickey was signing them deals to keep certain players. Never forget, um, the Saints was just making moves. You got Emmanuel Sanders. We were just pushing money back
yeah,
until it ran out.
yeah. That's yeah.
I mean, y'all was so look, money Mickey is gonna fix it.
The Cap Wizard.
The
Yeah, like
cap with it.
yeah,
But now they
people.
want to talk about fire Mickey now.
Yeah,
After winning
yeah,
the first GM in New Orleans Saints history, just like EJ said, he's gone to the Hall of Fame as far as he's the first GM in New Orleans Saints history to lead the Saints to a Hall of Fame. I mean to a Super Bowl, and he was one of the winningest. He's the winningest GM in New Orleans
GMs
Saints history.
in the New Orleans Saints history. Yeah,
So I mean, I know y'all feel bad and y'all want to say Mickey, but Mickey got to get out of this salary cap hell first.
yeah,
And then we can see, right now, he's trying to get out of it. That's why he's trading away players.
yeah,
He's trying to, y'all have not accept that this is a rebuilding year.
yeah,
Saints fans have not accept that this is a rebuilding year.
yeah.
And I don't understand the delusion behind it.
Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, like everybody sat there and has literally like had unrealistic expectations about this season. Like I guess everybody thought coming into the season, Kellen Moore was about to lead the Saints all deep into the playoffs or something. I really don't understand, people how people did not like expect this season to happen and play out like this. And the anger and it's coming out like this, like and I can understand.
Nobody wanted to coach the Saints, EJ.
I can understand the anger towards Mickey. Yes, I agree. His time gonna be coming up soon, and I think he knows that. But the thing is about that is that like I do believe that Mickey is trying. At the trade deadline, he made some moves that that's really gonna help the Saints going forward. Like at this point, we can't do nothing about it. We
I
always
would not be surprised, EJ, that he retire after this year because you got to think about who they brought in. They brought in the former as a consultant. They brought in the former Atlanta Falcons GM. They brought in the former GM of the Saints. um the guy who used to be before, what is his name? I can't think of the man name, but they got plenty GMs, and Carl Harley is on this. That wouldn't be surprised to me that Mickey retires on his own.
Yeah. Yeah, his time is coming. I mean, everybody calling for his job, and like they have their replacement in house. It's gonna happen. He's definitely gonna walk away from it. It's just a matter of when it's gonna happen, and I'm sure like it's gonna happen soon. I'll say that out of my mouth. It'll happen soon. You're right, Huey. Yeah, the NFL is judged on results and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm not the decision maker. I'm not the one that's gonna, yeah, not Dennis Elisha. I'm not Gail. I'm not the one making that decision and everything like that. And like I said, I'm sure they're talking to him. They're gonna make that move with him and stuff like that. You know, yeah, we're beating the same horse every single week when we bring up Dennis. Mickey Loomis. I don't know why I keep trying to bring up Dennis Allen for some odd
You
dang
know why?
reason.
You know why? Because they were saying the same thing just last year about who? About
Dennis
who?
Allen. Yeah,
Dennis Allen.
yeah,
Everybody wanted Dennis and Derek Carr gone. It wasn't Mickey last year. They wanted Derek Carr and
yup. And Dennis Allen. Yup. Yeah.
and every year there's gonna be somebody that won't go.
It's always gonna be somebody because once Mickey leave and if it's the same results or something happens to where we're losing somehow, some way, which we hope that doesn't happen, but it'll definitely go to Kellen. That'll be the next person.
That's gonna be the
Yeah,
next one.
they'll be calling for Kellen, for him to be go. We hired the wrong guy. It was all Mickey's fault for hiring him in the
They
first
want
place.
they got their pitchforks out, and they just want somebody to blame. They're
Yeah,
gonna they're gonna want to get rid of Gail Benson. They want
yeah,
fire, sell the team, and they're gonna move the team. So why would you want anybody to get rid of Mrs. Benson, and they don't have nobody with money to
right.
even
What's
to
good,
come
my
purchase?
brothers?
Yo,
What's
what's
going
going on,
on?
Huey? Man, you looking
Here
good,
we,
man.
here we, here
Looking
we.
good,
Boy,
man.
look, speaking of looking good, I saw my brother Ev on TikTok going off, man. I had to put some likes and fire emojis, bro. I didn't know you'd be speaking like that, brother.
Well, you don't see in the group. And that's why when they talk about the white and black things and stuff like that, they don't know me. They don't know what I do. Okay, that's the other side of the equation. So people just assume. That's why I tell people. I got into it with somebody who tried in a group try to call me a coon for the white quarterback and stuff like that. I told y'all it's a difference of football and it's a difference of the real world. Okay, I fight for my people probably more than anybody. My brother Brian's in the chat, my Indian brother John, Brian's, and a lot of them know how I rock. They know I go straight ham on people, and it's just the way. But I knew it was you because you called me
I
Evan.
was like this, like, man, look up. Nah,
Yeah,
See,
bro, but you was definitely speaking some real stuff, and
right?
I'm not trying to merge that into this. I just
Yeah,
recently saw that, and that was on my mind. But shout out
yeah.
to you brothers,
My
dog. You
YouTube.
know I
Well,
love
you
y'all.
never found my Indian YouTube page. You haven't seen that, huh?
No,
I
no,
yeah, I got a big following. So I do this is my son's page, and we always do here on sports. But I've been doing the Indian stuff. So we the Black Indian is alive, and we ain't going nowhere. So we talk
I
about New
love it,
Orleans.
bro.
We talk about we battle. This everybody knows what we do over there. But man, it's so good to see you here, though, bro. It's so
Man,
good to
and
see you.
one more thing, then we can get back on these Saints. They losing, so they ain't going nowhere. Bro, congratulations to you and the family on your youngest son tying the knot. I know as a father, that's a proud moment to see your boys growing up and doing the right thing. So shout out and salute to you, bro. I love when you and Dank post the updates of y'all kids, bro, because we argue back and forth about this Saint shit, but I don't never cross boundaries because I respect y'all so much as men and fathers. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right, right. My
Now back to
children.
these Saints.
My youngest son shocked me though. My youngest son, he went out and he rode off to Missouri and he came back and he never came back. He's shocked me and and he went off and got married. So he's a man now. So we
Yes,
love it
sir.
and we thankful. He just shocked us though. That if you probably seen my post,
Yeah,
it
look,
was
I read the post. I was like, man, that boy must be eloped or something.
yeah because he said EJ just got married 2 weeks ago.
Hmm.
And I'm like, what are you doing? And then he just popped up 2 days ago and he got married. So it was kind of shocking and a little bit disappointing for my wife because I guess they wanted to be included. So she got kind of now she's getting over it. Okay, so we were a little bit upset at first, but we still love him and we still happy because he was battling cancer just months ago. So he
And
probably
I'm
feels
not gonna
like
lie,
life.
that's what I thought of, dog. I
Right.
remember, like, the health scare he had. Then it was
Yes.
like a full
Stage
circle
four. Stage
moment.
four
Now he
cancer.
getting married, so
Right.
I was just
Maybe he
happy
feel like
for him,
life
bro.
is too short. Life is too short,
Yes,
he feel.
yes,
And he just want to go do it. And that's why I had to sit back and not think about my selfishness and think about because all the young ladies, she's 18, he's 19, and I have to get past that age thing and realize that I love my children no matter what they do.
no matter what. Yes, sir. That's what we call unconditional love. And that's what
Right.
I got with the Saints, because they break my heart every year, and I be right back for more.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. That's right.
Back and forth, man. But
Who
Well,
yeah,
that is? Yeah, it is unheard of for a GM to have that long with zero accountability.
right,
And dog,
right,
listen, I understand y'all because the Saints is not a team that have a lot of success. So we can't be like, oh, just get rid of him and that's gonna fix everything.
right,
right.
But
right.
to me, we've been operating without a plan for too long. I was raised like either you don't people don't plan to fail, they fail to plan. And I feel like the Saints didn't have a plan post Drew
Drew
Brees,
Brees,
post
post Drew
Sean
Brees.
Payton. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They went for the quick fix. I think the fans were right when they were saying get rid of DA and Derek Carr. And again, like in the group, it's a lot of back and forth about Derek Carr. No, I don't have a problem with Derek Carr as a quarterback, but again, he was sold to this fan base as the missing piece.
Yeah.
I knew he wasn't that. So really, what he did was set us back a few years because we were just getting out the cap hell, and the only reason we out the cap hell is because he retired. The best thing he did as a Saint was retire. Yes,
And
his
they should,
touchdown
and
to
they should, and
interception ratio was good.
and they should, fans should credit him for that because they got a lot of people who would have took the money, sat and
I'm one
just
of them
literally,
people.
right? You know what I'm saying? So the man returned some of the money that is going to benefit us in on something that could have been years down that we would
Hmm.
have been stuck in cap here. Hell, the quarterback is the most powerful position, so they accumulate most of the money. Okay, all quarterbacks do. Quarterbacks, your franchise guy is always gonna hit you harder than anybody. So it's not just him, and there's a lot of guys on this team. Cam Jordan, who's taking making money off the Saints right now, but because we are Saints fans and we love him, and he's loved by the Saints, his production has went down so bad that we're paying a guy like Cam, and we just paid Alvin, who's not projecting for us right now. Alvin,
Yeah.
Alvin just got a
Who does
contract.
paying those players fall on though? Who made those decisions?
Well, at the time, we all was rooting for Alvin to get that contract. We didn't want him
No,
gone.
no, don't say we all. Don't say all.
Most people
Yeah, most,
in
maybe most, but people who understand the financial aspect of football, like
when you get to
this
30,
is not how good teams operate. Good teams don't get emotionally tied to aging, underperforming players. That's what garbage teams do because they live in la la land.
Yeah.
No, honestly, to me, it was very predict. Well, I'm not gonna say that. Like I thought going into the season, the one thing I thought we might establish was a running game. We got all these first round picks on the offensive line.
Yeah.
Kendra Miller's supposed to be coming back healthy. Alvin Kamara don't want to go nowhere else, so we must be about to run this ball.
Yeah.
Man, we getting under 50 yards a game. So at that point. I appreciate the loyalty, Camaro. Once you retire, you can come back and we're gonna put your jersey in the rafters and everything. But right now, if we can get anything for you, we need to
they
do it.
they
You see what I'm
couldn't do.
saying?
They couldn't get what you were just gonna get a 7 round pick. You wasn't gonna get anything for Alvin this year because and then one of the reasons Alvin didn't want to leave. So Alvin was talking about
Well,
retiring.
hang on, Dad. I don't agree with you about not getting anything for Alvin. You could have got third, fourth.
I
He
think his
wouldn't have
daddy's
got no
saying that
third.
because once he said he was gonna retire if you trade him, that tanks his trade
That
value.
takes his trade value.
I,
He already then told people that he's going to drink his pina colada if the Saints trade him. So that's
Yeah, so
telling the
that
other team, Kansas City would have jumped at Alvin and took Alvin.
yeah, if I would
But
have gave you a third, now I give you a six because I don't even know if he gonna come
he
play
even going
for
to
us.
show.
that's very true. I mean, I my thing is though with Kamara is that like if you're going to say something like that, to the organization and to the rest of the league, basically, that you're going to stay with the Saints and you're going to retire if you do get traded and stuff like that, then play. Where's your energy? Where's that fire in you? And I have not seen that from Alvin lately.
In the defense of Alvin in the run game, when you're playing down 17-3, and you're
Hmm.
playing against these teams where the week before that, Seattle was beating us 24 to 3, and then it got nasty into the 30s, and then it got into the 40s. You cannot run the ball. Or you're gonna have to. When we literally criticize Kellen Moore that he don't run the ball, how can he run when time of possession is being ruled by the other team? Our defense, our defense be out there on the field on the other team is literally keeping our offense from getting the ball. Go
No,
watch
our offense
last
get the
week.
ball, they just give it back super fast. Like this is
But
our
go
offense.
look at last
Run for
week.
2 yards on first, run for 1 yard on third, on second, third and seven, incomplete pass or a complete pass for 3 yards and punt the ball. Like
How
it's
many
like when
possessions?
we say time of possession, you get the ball, you just gotta move the motherfucker. It was like halfway through it might have been the second quarter before we even got a first down. At
Right,
halftime, we had like 40 total yards.
right.
Right.
Like, but we was getting the ball. It wasn't like they just got the ball and said we not gonna give it to y'all. They got
But
the ball, scored, gave it to us, and we was like, we don't want this motherfucker. Y'all take it back.
they only gave it back to us
But
because we was
how
getting
many
scored on
possessions,
every
how many
position.
possessions, how many possessions did Tyler Shuck get? Because you got to look at it. He only had 30, he had 30 yards before in the first half. 30 to 20 yards, right? They didn't have
Mhm.
any possessions. So and go look at the other side. Tyler was throwing through 20 yards in the first half, and go look at the other team. The other team quarterback had 200 yards in the first half. That's
But
unbelievable.
remember, y'all, we some people thought changing Tyler was going to change, well,
I
changing
still
the
believe it.
quarterback was
I
going to
still
change how
believe
the
it.
offense looked. It actually looked worse. We couldn't even get a first down until they pulled him out the game. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? They had to pull him out and put
no,
Taysom
but
in to
that
even
second
get a
half,
first down.
Tyler started to shook it. He was getting
Dog, the
comfortable.
defense is playing relaxed. We giving you that underneath shit. Like the game is already out
No,
of
no, no,
hand.
no,
You
no.
not
No,
that's
not
Derek Carr garbage yards we
not
praising
no,
right
no,
now.
no. It was not no garbage yards in the second half. Second half is that's not the end of the game. That's going into halftime.
well,
The
y'all,
man
well, y'all,
that was not garbage yards. The man was throwing the ball. The man was completing good passes. I mean, serious good passes, seam passes across the middle. He wasn't doing no dinking and dunking.
No, he didn't
He
even
was.
have that many completions to be like serious good passes
but,
and shit
but
like that.
But the
I mean,
only thing this is my opinion on from what I saw from Tyler in that game. Like the biggest thing I saw from Tyler that I can go off of and evaluate and say, yeah, I like from Tyler is that last drive before the halftime. Uh,
Hmm.
when he scored that touchdown and orchestrated that last drive for the Saints in that Rams game, that was like, okay, now I see what the Saints like you. I see the potential. If we can get more of that, if you can start doing more of that, then we got something with you going.
because what I seen in Spencer would get us down there, but he couldn't get us in the end zone.
Wait, but
Spencer
this
had
is
we had
the
more
issue,
field goals. We had more field goals than touchdowns under Spencer Rattler.
and now we got more touchdowns and field goals with Shuck because it looks the same. You see what I'm saying? And
I can't.
okay, I will
That's
say this to
it's
address what EJ
unfair
just
to
said.
say one game that it looks the same when one guy has how many games? 8 games to the one guy who just have he has 8 games this year, and the other guy has one game and it looks the same.
Yeah, but these opinions are
Oh my
fluid. I
God.
can only judge Tyler off of one game because that's all he played. After
That's not
today, now I can judge him off of two games, and it'll go on and
yeah,
on and on. And
you're
as he improves,
comparing
I'll say that
you're literally saying it looks the same to a quarterback that played for 8 games.
because it
Oh my God.
does. Like,
It
okay,
does
let me
not.
ask you this. Let me ask you this. Like, if Tyler could have got in that game and threw three touchdowns the first game, that's what Spencer did in his first game against Tampa Bay, and then I wouldn't have said it looked the same. I'd have been like, damn, we got something with this dude. Let me address what EJ just said with the 2 minute drill. Like, first, like I kind of judge it a little different. The 2 minute drill, like that, teams can't play like that for the entirety of the game. I judge more on how you come out because this is what you prepared to do. The first 15 plays are scripted. You know what our first 15 plays was? Three and out, three and out, three and out, three and out. That falls on the coach. That falls on preparation. It's like we have to be able to hold the people accountable who need to be
Yeah,
held accountable. I
as
don't put that on
okay,
Shuck.
okay,
I put it on
okay,
the coach.
okay, but in the coach's defense, is that you're taking a bad roster. Do you know that there were many coaches that came and did not want to take they was not going to take the Saints job. He was the only one willing, and they knew one of the deals was I'm not going y'all got to have a longer leash with me if I'm going to take this job. You got to know because you look, we know the circumstances, we know the cap situation, we know that this is a bad roster. You got to understand, nobody wants to coach the New Orleans Saints. That dude Brady, what his name? The guy who ended up over there at Buffalo. He could have came and coached the Saints, but he did. He wouldn't have done great. Nobody who took the coaching job would have won with this roster, brother. This is a
But okay, so
football
we gotta
roster.
be real though. Somebody comprised this roster, and they have to be held accountable. You
Well, that
can't
would
say
be
the
Ricky.
roster is so
That would
bad
be.
that
But
nobody wants
listen,
the job,
but
and
we
then say
understand.
nobody can be held
But
accountable for
listen,
putting that bad roster together.
but listen. When you take a job and it's understood that we have a bad roster and we're not going to win, it's a rebuild, and we're going to go with the flaws. They admit now that this is a rebuild, and only people who are wanting people to hold accountable is people like you who want them to win. They're not going to win.
Dog, well, what are we talking about? Wasn't that what y'all was complaining about with Rattler? Wasn't it all about wins? We not winning games. Look at his record. Now we can't expect to win. That's crazy.
I didn't put that pressure on Spencer Rattler.
Well, hang on. I'm gonna speak for myself on this one. At the beginning of the
It's
season,
all about
uh,
drafting the quarterback, Huey. You drafted a quarterback in the second fucking round. This is a fifth round
That don't mean
draft
he
pick. They
good.
call no, it doesn't matter what you believe in. The organization drafted the guy. You are anybody that's in front office material would know that you're going to go with the guy, see what this guy that you drafted. You're not going to let him sit the bench for a guy. It wasn't about winning. We know
Well,
Spencer
that's
Rattler.
well.
We
I'm just
gave
going
him
by what people
we
were
we
saying. People
gave
were
him
pointing
an
at Spencer
opportunity.
Rattler's record, right or wrong. Am I making that up?
There was, but Spencer Rattler was there to hold it down until the rookie was ready. It was never going to be the rookie, Spencer Rattler's job.
I don't
It
think
was
the
never.
rookie's ready.
So I think he is. I think he
Well, he
is.
didn't look
And you
like
are.
it.
Well, he didn't look like it in one game, and that his team was way behind, and his defense didn't help him, and his offensive weapons didn't help him.
That's how the team play all year. That's the state of the team. That remember when we made the switch, I said it's gonna look the same, and you jumped on my ass.
It
How
didn't
can you
look the
say it's
same.
gonna look the same and this and
No,
that,
it
this
did
and that?
not. First of all, how many completions did he have? If you go look at his team, he completed
Dog, I don't
82%.
watch football games for completions. Them I watch for
But
points.
you said that he played horrible. He did not play
No,
horrible.
I didn't
He
say
had,
that. I did
he
not
had
say that.
80,
I said
he
it
had,
looked the same.
he had I don't care what come on, man. I'm looking at something. How did you sit there and say it looked the same? It didn't look the same.
Actually, it looked worse. We were scoring 16 points with Rattler. We scored 10 with him. So it actually was a step back in production.
So the offense as a
but,
whole was
hang
bad.
on. I'm gonna throw my
Oh my
opinion in
God.
here, y'all. Hang on. All right. First of all, I feel like
Spencer
we
ain't getting the job back, brother.
No,
I feel
I
like
don't think he should. I'm not advocating for Spencer. My
like
point the entire time was that this is our team. putting in a rookie
But
quarterback
you
again
just
with no running game is gonna look the same.
you literally just criticize all the organization. You literally say they're
I'm
the
gonna keep
fault. No, no,
criticizing them.
but listen, you just literally criticized the organization and saying that they're the fault. So how they was going to explain to the fans that they're not going to that they the guy that they trust and drafted that they're not going to play him because of fans like you who think that they shouldn't have changed the quarterback.
Dog, I don't believe the organization makes decisions based on what the fans say. And if they do, that explains why they such a garbage
Yeah,
organization.
well, they don't. That's why they went with Tyler Shuck. And Tyler Shuck was the guy they drafted. That's not
Dog,
delusion.
they've made bad draft picks before. Tyler Shuck won't
But
be the first or the last bad draft pick they
you
make.
don't know if the man is a bad draft pick. You
Right.
only just that
We
is
talking
ridiculous
too
what you
early. We
say.
talking way too early on
We
Tyler Shuck
talking way
because
too early.
That's just
You
my opinion, dog.
you
That's just my
overreact to
opinion.
something that's bullshit, man.
we're talking way too early
That is
on Tyler
way
Shuck.
too early.
Now, I think that what this comes from is everybody is or was getting mad because we were hard on Spencer Rattler, and Spencer Rattler has a reason to be gotten on because he started last year, okay,
He
and
had a
regardless
whole jump of experience.
and regardless of if everybody felt like he was in a bad situation last year, he got a fair chance this year. So if
Okay, now Tyler getting his chance.
yeah, right,
Yeah, but
so if he
And it's going to
Yeah,
look
you already
the
yep.
same because the team is still the
already
same.
written them off. You already written them off.
right,
You
No,
literally
I didn't.
written them
No,
off.
no. Listen, listen,
Yes, you
listen.
did.
I just gave my opinion. I don't think he's
Oh
good.
my
I didn't
God.
say I don't
Anybody
believe he could be good. I didn't say I don't think he could develop or none of that. I just gave my opinion. I don't think the dude
anybody
good. I wouldn't have picked him in the second round. I hope I'm wrong. But just because you think he good, just because you watch this film, don't mean he's gonna be a good NFL quarterback.
it
And on
doesn't.
this roster,
It,
it's extremely hard to be
it,
good because you don't
it
have nothing
doesn't.
to help
It
you.
doesn't. But you got to find out. It
Oh yeah,
doesn't. It
we
doesn't
about to
mean
fuck around and find out.
You stuck with him. You stuck with him now. You got to find
yeah,
out.
you
you
stuck with
gotta
it
find
either
out.
way. You got
No,
to
And
you're
do
not
it.
stuck with no goddamn second round quarterback
No,
on a
no.
low
Let me tell you. Let
salary.
me tell you why I say that, Huey. You stuck with him because it was a bad pick. To me, it was a bad pick. Too early. He jumped the gun. We needed too many other. We needed too many other. Too many holes need to be filled to be picking a quarterback. Like next year,
man,
everybody talking about a quarterback.
a second
They ain't got
round
nobody
pick,
that good enough to pick that early.
a second
To
round
and I
pick is
like
going.
Mendoza, but I wouldn't even take no chance on him.
I'm not getting Mendoza
You know,
off the Saints next year.
Hold on.
I'm not
Not
getting
number
him.
one overall.
A
yeah, what I'm
second
saying.
round.
So I wouldn't. I mean, we got too many holes to fill, bro.
A
So
second round.
we stuck
Listen.
with we stuck with Shuck right now. That was a bad pick to me. But like you
Listen.
said, I'm with you. I hope he prove everybody wrong.
A second round pick. They could have very much well picked somebody in this a wide receiver that y'all liked in the second round. Don't mean he would have
No,
paid out.
everybody talking about Will Johnson. I think he would have been a good pick.
Hold up. And it doesn't mean he would have paid out Will Johnson. Well, that don't mean that Will Johnson would have been good for us. It doesn't matter. Systems. Certain teams go to different systems. It doesn't mean whoever we drafted in that second round would have panned out. We don't know that.
I know they had better players on the board at the time.
Yeah, they have much better bad players on the board than
Who was
the
on the
reach
board?
with Shuck.
Who was on the board better than Tyler Shuck at that time?
Man,
You know they let go. They let them
I have to pull it
linebackers
up,
go
but
that Atlanta picked up. They let two linebackers go that Atlanta picked up. So
We
at
didn't
the end
need
of the day,
we didn't need
yes,
linebacker.
they had better.
We
You
didn't
know
need linebacker. That
dog,
was
well,
why
if
we
we
didn't
didn't
need
need linebackers,
linebackers?
why
that
they
wasn't
drafted one if we
that
didn't
was
need it?
that wasn't a need. That wasn't a the
Wait,
we
hold up. They drafted one, and you said
Nah,
it
our
wasn't a
best
need.
linebacker is fucking
but
35 years old, and we don't
okay,
need a linebacker.
listen. You just literally said that we needed linebacker. We got a dude who's starting right now, who basically about to take over. 40, what is his name? 45, Starboard. Starboard is out there laying lights out. We got several guys, even Stutzman that we did draft, like you said. But look where we drafted him at. We drafted him in the fourth round. Okay, so you're not talking about no second round fucking pick. You still got a good linebacker out of Stutzman in the fourth round. So I don't know why you got to draft in the second round
That's
a
true.
linebacker.
That's very true. You
Stutzman a
Because
solid linebacker,
you don't have
have
to
but he
reach.
not a pass rusher. Did we let 2 pass rushers go?
But you still don't have to reach in the
you
first or
don't have to
second round
reach
to get a good
in the first round and
linebacker.
second round to get a linebacker.
Yeah,
Wait,
you
hold up,
still
hold
have
up,
to
hold up,
You
hold up,
don't have to
y'all.
reach in the first or second round
First
to get a
round, you don't have
cornerback
to
either,
reach in
but
the
we
first.
sure
That's not a
did.
reach. Both of those dudes are balling. So what do you mean reaching?
First of all, that's not the same scheme we use. Them two
right.
linebackers are undersized
Wait, hold
linebackers
up. Let me.
playing a
I mean,
4-3.
okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
Hold on.
Cause
You literally want guys that don't fit the scheme. We're playing a 4-3. Okay. Them two guys don't play in the same. They're playing a 3-4. I mean a 4-3 over there. We got a 3-4. They're
Dog,
playing
it's
a three.
crazy how
They're
y'all
not.
acting like
You
it wasn't a better
yeah, it
player than
is. It
fucking
is.
Tyler
That's why
Shuck.
they mindset. They
Whoa, whoa,
mindset.
Like
whoa,
They
y'all
whoa,
just
mindset.
whoa, whoa,
y'all
whoa.
being
Hang on.
such lock and step with whatever the team do,
Yeah, they
and the
mindset
team is
on
fucking
Spencer Shuck. I mean
garbage.
Shuck. They
Wait,
This
set on
ain't a good
Shuck.
organization. This ain't a
wait.
well-ran organization.
hear it.
It's not.
Hear
Hang on. I'm muting everybody. I'm muting everybody because y'all didn't give me a chance to talk on here. And then this is what y'all do. Y'all group each people together. Y'all like y'all talk about some y'all really sit there talking about some damn Lord God, y'all okay with everything the Saints doing and all this bullshit because y'all we ain't sitting there agreeing to what y'all saying and stuff like that. Like I don't understand that. Y'all always do that every single time we get up
and
on
if
here.
this is a
It
poor-ran
pisses me off when
organization,
y'all say that.
if this is a
Okay,
poor-ran organization,
first
one
of
that won a
all,
Super Bowl, one that picked Sean Payton, won the Super Bowl, was one of the winningest organizations under fucking Loomis, and that's a poor fucking goddamn organization. Not that they're on the bad side. They're going through their crap hell after losing a Hall of Fame quarterback. That is not the Saints are by far not the worst organization in the NFL.
but hang on,
So stop
hang
it,
on.
sir.
That my thing is that I want to get it. Make sure that they understand that we don't sit there and agree on every single thing the Saints do. Y'all make it like we sit up on here, we get on this podcast every time, and we agree on every single thing the Saints do. That we just love Mickey Loomis to death, and that we just think he's gonna stay here forever and everything like that. Like we don't challenge the Saints. We don't sit here and question things that they do on this football team. Like I don't know where y'all get this from. Just because we're not jepping for no Rattler, we're not sitting there talking about that Tyler Shuck shouldn't have been the guy and stuff like that. I was one of the main people. Let's go back to the draft podcast. It's one of the main people because if people won't talk about this anymore, but I was one of the main people that was sitting there like, I hope the Saints go ahead and get Shador. Shador was right there on the board. They didn't go get Shador. So why am I going to sit there as a Saints fan, sit there and jump and get mad and cause myself miserable, make myself miserable every single day because the New Orleans Saints didn't go get Shador Sanders, or because that they decided to go get Tyler Shuck, that I'm going to sit there and make myself miserable because they went ahead and pulled the trigger on him that early and they didn't decide to go get them a cornerback or a linebacker and stuff like that. It played out the way that it did. Okay, there's nothing I can do about it as a Saints fan. All I can see is look at it and watch it play out. Like y'all not letting this team play this
These
shit out.
are the
Y'all,
same fans, EJ,
that
that was sitting
hey,
there talking about Zach Bourne need to be kicked off the football team. That was talking about he was trash.
right,
And then
right, but
when we get rid of Zach Bourne and he becomes a fucking superstar for somebody else, then
right,
now Mickey Loomis is a garbage ass fucking damn GM. Y'all the
right.
same fans that said that the man was trash.
My thing is, it's like this is where what I was talking about earlier. Y'all don't sit there and have the like y'all sit there from the beginning. These expectations with this football team. Y'all sat there in the beginning. I don't know if y'all really thought this team was going to become something or not. If y'all thought it was going to make the playoffs or not. That's why in the beginning of the season, I didn't sit there and talk about no Super Bowl. And doggone, I said there's a possibility of playoffs. Doggone, this is an easy. We got a favorable division. Yeah, there's a possibility. Doggone, we could have won this division and everything, but it didn't pan out that way. We are in the first year of Kellen Moore. y'all act like this supposed to be
We
sharp.
didn't have no expectations, EJ. We already
Right,
said, we already explained to people that this was not going to be one of our years. And we
right.
got people who arguing with us and literally going back and forth with us and trying to and want to trash the organization. No, this is the Baddest Sports Show podcast. We keep it real, but we will not trash the organization because we're one, we Saints fans. I want to hear misery every fucking day.
Yeah, that's not what I come up on here for. I don't come up on here to sit there and critique every single thing that the damn organization does. Okay, I can agree with some things that they do, and then I cannot agree with some things that they do. And all I can do at this point in the first season of Kellen Moore is really just watch it play out. A lot of y'all sitting there, y'all sitting there and getting yourselves mad and you're getting miserable and stuff like that about this football team because y'all want results now. And you're not going to get results now. That's just not what's going to happen. Okay, fine. If you believe doggone the Saints are a bad organization and stuff like that, that's your opinion, that's your prerogative. But don't get mad at me or every 504 of that matter on this podcast because we're not sitting there as mad as y'all and sitting there saying, oh, the Saints are a horrible organization. The Saints do this bad. The
Tyler
Saints do
Shuck is
this
so
bad.
trash.
They need to
Tyler
fire
Shuck,
this one. They need to do
played
that.
one fucking game.
Why y'all get mad at us for that? Like for that, we have nothing to do with the organization. We just talk about Saints football every time we hop on this podcast. That's all we do. That's what I don't understand.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
All right, this is what I'm asking you. I just came on. Who's mad though?
Yo,
No, don't say y'all. See, that's a bad
Anybody,
question. That's a bad answer.
anybody
that's-
from the
Y'all are not.
audience,
You read my post. I don't
we'll
be
put
on talking about
we gon-
Tyler Shuck
we
all the
gon- we gon-
time and all that. He the
we gon'
quarterback.
we gonna put you in the chat because you live and you're not telling no truths. You sitting up here, y'all that narratives that y'all
Wait,
do.
hold on, hold on. Look at my post. When do I talk about Tyler Shuck?
The whole thing
Allie,
is
did you not
negative,
come
bro.
up on here? Allie, did you not come up on here and use the word? Yeah, both you and Huey, y'all both use the word y'all. I hate when y'all sit there, come up on here and I'll talk.
No. It's not y'all. I'm not speaking on you and Everett. I'm not speaking on y'all. I'm speaking on as a whole. Nobody should have any kind of expectations. Every team in our division has improved this year. Every team.
Yeah. And did you see the
Wait,
Carolina
hold.
Panthers?
All right.
The
And
Carolina
what you
Panthers
asked me? I didn't hear what you say.
The Carolina Panthers was in the same predicament last year, and they fans had to go through this last year with a new head coach, and they lost the whole year, and then they started to win in the last part of the year, brought some hope, and they took momentum into this year. So, and they had a first year head coach, but fans like y'all, what y'all
Oh,
ain't
all
gonna
right.
do,
Hold
what
on.
y'all
Now,
ain't
what
gonna
you just
do,
said? You keep saying fans like y'all.
what
See,
y'all
that's
ain't
the
gonna
trigger
do,
word. That's the
what y'all,
trigger word up
what y'all
here.
ain't gonna do.
Everybody's saying
No. You
y'all.
keep saying y'all. When
What,
last week I was on the podcast,
what,
I
what,
gave
what,
Tyler Shuck props.
what y'all not
I
gonna
said I'm
do
gonna roll with him.
is just keep bringing the negativity on these podcasts.
No, bro. Just
Because
because I don't feel like he was drafted too high, that don't mean he don't deserve a chance. They drafted him already. They
Look,
drafted him. You stuck with him. You are stuck, and y'all making this big deal about a second round pick. A second round pick is not that big of an investment as far as you got to go with him.
no,
And
you're
y'all
not.
say, well, he a second round pick. You think he? Yeah, that
I
made
don't
sense.
blame
Yes, I
No,
would try.
the point
blame
about
no fans.
the point about the second
Fans are
round
going
pick
to
is
be
that
toxic.
over
I don't
Rattler,
blame no fans. Why would I blame the fans?
you have
Fans
to
are
see him
toxic,
over Rattler. That's the whole point about the second round pick.
and a
Man.
lot of this have been about race.
Every
A lot of
football team in the
of
United
this
States
have
fans
been
are toxic,
about race.
unless they Kansas City.
A lot of the stuff that's been going on through the courses of our group in the group and our podcast has been about race. Y'all have not given me a legitimate
Wait. Hold on. Now who
oh
mentioned
my
something about
God,
race?
oh my God. There's
No, I'm not saying it's not happening on the on the page, but I'm here. I'm speaking for Allen. I'm not worrying about his race.
I literally had Larry come up there and say, I'm Team Rattler because I'm down with my people. Now, for one, ain't your people because he mixed. So y'all be tripping my head out. Y'all want to be
Nah,
pro-black.
me and you talked personally on the phone, and I told you I ain't tripping because they both basically white boys.
Yeah,
So what are you saying?
all these, I'm pro-black. I don't give a damn what the
It's
color
nothing.
of the
I'm not
skin.
mad at nobody being pro-black.
But this is
That
football.
don't mean they right.
This
That
is
don't mean they
this,
right because they pro-black. Because what he's supposed to start because he black. I
this,
don't think
that,
Larry's really
bro,
saying it like that.
a lot of them are like that, bro. Look, listen, when Jameis Winston was they wanted so bad to keep Jameis Winston as
And we
quarterback.
shoulda. We shoulda. I'm talking about recently, just for
Uh,
to have a
bro,
veteran brain
Backup
in it.
EJ,
presence.
EJ. How many teams, EJ, Jameis been to since he left the Saints?
That man has been stuck as a bench warmer for the
There's
Giants.
a
Wait,
bunch
wait,
of
wait, 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 wait. Did you see the post I just put
yeah,
up?
it's
Hey,
it's it's,
he
it's
Did you
just
see what
diabolical.
Jackson Dart said about Jameis Winston?
I don't
yeah,
care.
he's a great
He's a funny guy.
look,
And
he's
that's
a
all I'm
great
saying, EJ. That's all I'm saying. Why we should have
yeah,
kept him.
No,
yeah,
but
he's a
if he
great
would have
guy to mentor.
That's all I'm saying. That's the only reason why I'm saying we should have kept him, EJ, because he could have
But
taught them boys. They both young.
hold on.
Alan, though, hey,
No.
they
You're
got
not
people
listening,
on in the
Alan. If he would have
organization.
stayed
They
in New
got
Orleans,
people in. We got fans out here that saying that he's more than that, though. They're
yeah.
saying that
If
he
he
should
would have came
start
to the
and
Saints,
that
y'all
he
would have want
should
him
be
the
the
best.
guy. That's what
If
they're
he come,
saying.
if it
The young
comes to push
quarterback.
to shove, and you got to start Jameis, I wouldn't mind starting him. But no,
No,
I wouldn't.
no.
He's not. You can't base the franchise off Jameis right now.
This is what y'all would have done. Let me tell you what y'all would have done. Y'all ass would have got him. He would have stayed with them young men. He would have messed up the development of the young men because he would have been trying to start. He's over. He know he can't start up in New York. He knows
Wait,
that
wait,
they
wait,
got
wait, wait, wait. How you know he can't start? He was with Russell. Wasn't no. Russell wasn't no comp really. And then of course, you're supposed to go in thinking you can start, but once you see it's not going to start, you
hold
play
on.
your role.
James is the third string quarterback. He's not even
But
second.
he playing his role, bro.
But in New Orleans, y'all would have wanted him to start.
No, I know, no, you're wrong.
He
Only
didn't
reason I
start.
want Jameis is the same thing I
Oh my
wish
God.
Michael Thomas was closer to the team to teach. To
He
teach.
wouldn't have been teaching. He would have tried to be the quarterback. But y'all, the fans are something, bro. That y'all would have been screaming for Jabot, Jameis,
No, bro. Mike been
y'all,
out. Mike been out for
y'all would have been running.
3 4 years now. Three
Y'all would
years.
have
So
been
I
running
wouldn't be
around.
screaming for Mike to start.
Now I'm talking about Jabot. Y'all would have been asking for Jabot to be starting. Y'all would have been screaming about
Well,
Jabot should be
no, it
starting.
wouldn't have been. All right. Well, look. I'm not gonna debate that because you're right. They would have had people on here
They
saying he
sure
should be
would have.
starting.
They sure would have.
And that would have
No,
caused
no, no.
like
I'm telling. Well, see when
that would have messed up the
I'm refuting what you're saying. I'm just speaking from me. But as far as a whole on the baddest talk show, yeah, they would have been like James should be starting. Yes, I would.
right.
I agree
And
with that part.
that would have messed the development up of the young man because it wouldn't have been like what Jackson Dart, where he knows he can't take Jackson Dart's job. But he would have came to New Orleans while these two guys are trying to develop, and he wouldn't have
Man,
been there
y'all
for
playing, yeah, y'all playing what you call him like he a punk ass or something, but he's not. That's just not his character, bro. He not
I,
gonna be all
I
up in
don't
your
I
face
don't
cussing you out and shit.
I don't think Kellen would have let that happen like that.
I
I
don't
think
think
that was
Kellen would have let that happen,
yeah.
man.
I don't think that I think it was just
Kellen is not a punk like everybody think he is. It's just
Oh
not
no,
his
he's not. He's
demeanor.
not. He just got he's developing. He developed them two young quarterbacks, which is cool because either way it go, you're gonna have one of them as a backup on the team, and it's always gonna be good to have to go. One of them gonna be a good backup. Okay, I don't know if it's gonna be Shuck or it's gonna be Rattler, or we draft another guy, or we go pick up a veteran.
Nah. At this point, what you call him the odd man out right now?
Rattler would be. They were the Rattler's gonna be the odd man.
Rattler.
Yeah, he would be the odd man out.
He the odd man
Because
out, which I don't think
he
he
has
should be.
value.
But
He
if
has
Kellen gonna
value
keep
now.
some
You gave him $10
continuity
million.
on the team and keep down confusion, he gonna have to let him go.
Because
well,
Rattler has value now.
yeah,
No,
Rattler
Rattler
has
been had value. When you got defensive
No,
coordinators
he didn't
coming
have
on
no
there
value.
talking about
He
how
didn't have
good
no
this kid
value
is,
until,
he ain't
but
just
that
got
was
no
until
value
this.
now.
That was
People
until
people
this
see
year.
what Rattler got. But guess what?
That
No,
We
he
got
didn't
shutting
get
that
his
now.
value. He didn't get his value into this year, Alan.
All
That's
right,
why
right, right. I
he
would say that. I would say that. I would say that.
yeah,
didn't get
yeah.
his value scooped up this
But
year.
but but I think Huey is y'all don't have that same energy. And I use the same word, y'all. but I'm not speaking. I'm not speaking. But what I'm saying, a lot of let me put it this way: a lot of fans don't have that same energy. Tyler Shutt ain't showed me nothing in that last game. But guess what? I
He
wasn't
had a
expecting it.
chance.
You talking about it? You talking about one of the elite teams in the league right now?
He played the Rams,
He
and
just
That's
them
what I'm
played
saying. You talking
Browns.
about one of the elite teams? I wasn't
right.
expecting him to do nothing too much.
The Rams. I mean, damn it, we can actually see what he is. I mean, an actual real type of competitive game against Carolina today.
No,
Yeah,
right.
you
It'll
will.
be more because
It would be
Carolina don't have no
more,
explosive offense like that.
and they
Right.
ain't got no. Their D line is one of the worst. There are no
But they
pass
wanted the
rush.
top defense in the top 10, though. Them in Atlanta.
Here's
No, they
my
not in it.
problem with it.
They pass rushes is last in the NFL. They don't have no pass rush.
You know what my problem with my two things is of with it. I get it with Kellen and why he's doing what he's doing. At the same time, you have to realize what I have critically problematic is with Kellen policing his own quarterback he drafted like he policed Rattler. You gotta
He's
let your
supposed
rookie
to because
quarterback.
he don't believe in them like that.
I don't think he's policing nobody. He was down. They were
Nah,
down.
I would agree with. I'm agree with Nasir on that one.
No,
Yeah, he
no, no,
policing them.
no, no. You can't
Yeah, he.
police them.
I don't know about so much Shuck right now, but he policed Rattler.
Yeah, he
He is he police Rattler and he's doing the same thing with Show.
He not,
You gotta look at a
he's
lot of
doing the
plays.
same thing with Tyler Shuck, and
Dink
they
and
were
dunk.
down.
He's doing Dink and Dunking. That's
He
the
didn't
same
do
Right,
Dink
right.
and
He not
Dunking.
letting them take shots down the field. He not even
second
calling for
down.
shots down the field.
What was that Shaheed pass where Shaheed stopped running?
That was a shot downfield
What,
because he let him.
what
He
game was
said,
y'all?
okay. He said, okay, I even saw it. He said there and said,
What
okay,
games are y'all
kid,
watching?
I'm gonna let you take a few shots downfield.
Mm-mm.
If they don't connect, we
I'm
going back to
positive.
that Dink and Dunk.
Positive.
This dude say dink and dunk. They were throwing
Wait, hold up. E, are you gonna dispute that?
the pass in one of the pass that he scrambled and he hit
let me make
a
this clear. Let me make this.
25-yard a seam pass through the middle to the tight end.
Hang on.
What is he talking?
Let me make this clear for Nas because I see Nas post this in the Bad Sports Show podcast group chat all the time about Kellen policing folks. The reason why Kellen is policing, and I'm a quote unquote policing these quarterbacks is because what the hell do we have on the line? We don't have a good offensive line. We don't even have great wide
They ain't got
receivers.
that. They ain't even got enough time.
They don't got enough time to go deep. So if I'm gonna sit there and try, what is the point in calling deep shot plays when I know damn well my quarterback won't even get into his set to get it down the damn field? I would do the same thing. I would be like,
So
look,
ridiculous.
I ain't gonna
I
lie
don't know
to you, bro.
what game they be watching.
Look. I would tell
The
Rattler.
ball out.
I would tell Rattler or Shuck. I would tell them both. I would be like, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I ain't even gonna do you like that, dog, because we don't even gotta get enough blockers for you to even get you the ball
But
down.
we do have him on the team, EJ, though.
That's only half.
But no, we got him on the team. Why is Simpkins not playing? He might
He
play
is
now. Why hasn't he been playing?
because he's a rookie still.
So what? We got to rebuild.
You spending money on that D line, bro.
We got to rebuild. So what? He a rookie. Play him.
He is playing though.
Right. He can't help but no choice. No, they say they're going to Red Dunes. What his name? That's who's going to start today.
Because the
Ray Dunn's at left guard.
That's because ratings. The last time they had
Left
ratings,
guard.
the last time ratings was starting, the Saints had 100 yards against the 49ers.
Why everybody don't see what everybody else see? All these other commentators, your boy who do the line and shit.
Ratings is a better player.
EJ, who your boy who with the crooked ass finger, the white boy always giving them reviews and shit on linemen and shit.
Brian Baldinger, Baldy.
All right, why everybody see Simpkins? You can work with him, but the Saints don't.
But ratings is better, bro. Ratings are
No, he not. No, he not.
Ratings is better. Ratings are
no, he not. Everett, you don't get better being on the bench.
I agree with Allen on that.
Offensive lineman ain't the place where you sit on the bench and learn. Maybe quarterback a little bit.
I
Raiders was a
think
starting.
Simpkins need to start. I think
Raiders
he
was
need
a
to start.
starting guard for the Tennessee Titans last year. He's been starting almost
Hold
every
up,
part of his
hold
career.
up. Was he a good pickup? Hell yes. But he was a depth pickup.
He is a depth pickup, not a starter pickup.
Right, he's starting. He's starting.
Because he's starting because guess
But
what?
Alan, why you think you know better than the dudes in the locker room? I mean, the dudes on the coaching who see this guy every day, the offensive lineman and all. I mean, why you think that he could just skip ratings because of what?
Because of
You
what I
seen a couple.
seen when he get a chance to play. Did you watch it?
Yes, I did. I seen a couple of holding too. I seen
No,
a
no,
couple
you
of
ain't you ain't seen no bunch of holding.
yes,
Now
I
you
did.
tripping.
He caught he had a lot of
Now you
penalties.
tripping. See, see, instead of just being real about
I've
it,
been
Yeah,
saying it with.
he had
I've
a
been
lot.
saying it. While the
He
O
had,
line problem is
he had a
what it
lot of
is.
he had a
Two
lot of
things.
penalties against
McCoy
him.
went out.
so you
It's a
think
week and
still
3.
starting what you call him is a good idea? Because he
Yeah,
gone next year anyway.
he got to start season because that's the
Ruiz
next
gone
best
next
line.
year anyway. So you think that's a good
They
thing not
got
to keep letting
they,
him start?
they got to start him right now.
Why they
They
gotta
got to.
start him? They let it go. They didn't trade him when they should have.
When you lost Penning, you got to start.
How you lost Penning? You let him go.
Right there, but you still
He
gonna
got
fucking start.
traded.
Bruh, the Rays is still
Hey,
it's still better, bro.
Hey, it's game time.
Yeah, game time. I catch up with y'all.
We gonna resume this in the post game show. We got a post game show today, fellas.
All right,
Hey,
cool.
let's
Yeah,
not
because I want to see what Tyler Shuck does at the end of the game.
Me too.
I hope he cut up me personally because I'm not against him.
Yeah.
I hope he cut up.
Let's not overanalyze though. Let's not sit
Man,
there.
Tyler Shuck gonna get his ass rocked a few times this season, but rightfully so. He a rookie.
You already got
This
it.
is not
Damn, Joe
about
almost
wins
broke
and
it.
losses. Today is not about wins
It's
and
not
losses.
about the rest of the season. Shouldn't be around about winning and loss. I hope they lose, but they improve and
No, I
they
don't
improve
want
with
them to
the
lose.
play though.
I
Right.
want
We're
them to
trying to
lose.
look at
Let
their
me tell you
play.
something.
That's
You
all
want
we're
to
trying to
build.
look
You
at
want to
today.
do like Carolina did. Listen, Carolina was just like the Saints around this time, and they won like 5
Tyler
straight
Shuck
games.
not good as Bryce. I'm sorry, but let's go.
Listen,
I'll see y'all at the post game.
have you been watching Bryce?
Right,
Bryce is
look.
more
You talking
horrible.
about bad system, wrong system? Yeah, I've been watching him. I
So you've
watch
been watching
I
how
watch
horrible
McDonald
he
too.
is?
Whatever the boy from Seattle. I watched him
But
too. But look at him now.
one again, black and white again,
Donald.
because evidently he just look.
No,
When
I
he
said
just throw his
McDonald.
hands up,
What the boy from Seattle? I seen
Sam
Gino.
Darnold.
I seen
listen,
Gino, a
Sam
career
Darnold.
backup, go to Seattle and ball out.
he just throws things out there. He talking about Bryce Young, and Bryce Young is playing some of the horriblest football this year.
But why he still starting?
They're winning because of the run game. They have no choice but to start him.
All right, bro. Hey, let's go enjoy the Saints. Who that? So I ain't gonna argue about that.
Hey, look, we ain't gonna worry too much about prediction time in this one. We press for time, and this is not about wins and losses.
It's winning your game 28 to 20. To 23.
Man, we score 18 points, we be good. Talking about some 28.
27-23.
If we score 18 points, we did a great job.
Scoring 3 touchdowns, and he ain't gonna have no interceptions. He gonna even
Boy,
run a touchdown.
I put like this. You the fucking super fan, bro. You bet anybody question your fandom, they need to be kicked off the fucking page. You a super fan, boy.
Hold on. I'm a super fan. I gave Rattler one of them games. Didn't I, EJ? I even called him the MVP of one of my
No, I'm not talking about you a fan of Chuck. I'm talking about you a fan of the Saints.
I'll tell y'all what. I think the Saints have a good chance to win this football game.
I think they might pull it off too, but 28 points is a long stretch.
I didn't say 28. I said 27-23.
All right. At first, I thought you said 28. I'm pretty sure I'll put my head on the top block, but it's cool.
Y'all go ahead and enjoy this game. We'll see y'all.
All right, bro.
Who that on 3? 1, 2, 3. Who
that?